So he knows a lot about these stories, these rumors, and the facts. Nick, can I just ask you off the bat, is there any concern to the fact that the family has gone radio silent and is actually not even traceable at this point?
I don't think there's anything sinister about that, Ashleigh. I've got to go with my gut with these sorts of cases, and I'm afraid, with the best will in the world, my gut is saying this is probably some practical joke that got out of hand, a hoax, an attempt to generate some sort of viral video, social media clicks, something like that. And you don't have to be that sophisticated with that, because in the 24/7 news media world with social media, rumor will do the rest. So you just got to plant the seeds, and all the work will be done for you. I think the fact that they've gone into hiding may just simply represent the fact that maybe the cops are a little bit annoyed. It's like, hey, there's genuine crime we've got to do. If there's the suggestion that police time has been wasted, you want to keep your head down.
I'm a healthy skeptic about all of it, but for the fact that the police said that they seemed legitimate, they seemed genuinely afraid, and the timing is sort of magical if you think about it. Right before they called 911, the meteor came screaming through the sky, if it was in fact a meteor. So they would have had to have timed out this hoax and have been ready to go at a moment's notice and been some of the most Oscar-worthy actors out there. Does any of that factor in when you do these investigations, just in terms of the credibility of the reporters?
Yeah, actually, it does. I think people can be really credible, and some of the best hoaxes in the world, the people are absolutely deadpan about it. Whether it was crop circles back in the day in the UK, where I originally come from, or whatever it is, people can seem really believable. Look, the meteor on the police body cam is genuine. That's a real fireball meteor, and it's a nice find. But I think everything else that's grown up around it is this mixture of probably a bit of hoax, bit of wishful thinking, bit of rumor. The timing, sure. Look, but if it wasn't for the fact that the David Grush story had hit this week, we probably wouldn't even be having this conversation. Hoaxes are pulled all the time, but it's only very rarely that you kind of hit the mother lode, and it's the perfect time for it. They had a little bit of skill, a little bit of luck. I really apologize to them if this is wrong. If there really were 8-foot-tall aliens in their backyard, I will eat my hat.
Well, we'll all eat our hats if the so-called video that they told their reporters that they spoke with exists. No one has seen it, but if it exists, but that would put an end to a lot of this, hopefully. I suppose, like, I have never really seen an alien investigation. So what happens after someone says, aliens are in my yard? Like, what's the next step? Who arrives? And what are the questions like, and who are the people that come?
Well, I guess when I was doing this for the British government, the Ministry of Defence had the lead. Occasionally, the cops would be the first on the scene. But really what you would look to do is interview the witnesses, recover any evidence you could. Like, we've heard a lot about these marks on the ground. Well, if something really had landed, maybe there'd be something like radioactivity levels, and you'd want to take a Geiger counter there. You'd want to take some samples of the soil, the sand, whatever the surface is. You'd also want to check radar to see if anything was picked up. But the key to this is the witnesses. And frankly, if they are making it up, get them in a room, put them under a bit of pressure, turn up the heat a little bit and say, if this is a hoax, you're in big trouble. And 9 times out of 10, if that's the case, the thing will unravel.
Oh, I would love to be a fly on the wall for that investigation and that interrogation. Just lastly, what would you like to see? Put your old hat back on, working for the UK Ministry of Defence, investigating these kinds of things, Mulder and Scully-like. What would you like to see in this particular case?
Oh, I'd like to see the radar data, but also satellites. We have such coverage these days. I think if there was anything, we would have tracked something. We've got space tracking radar as well. Science is the key to this. I'd love this to be true, Ashleigh. I really would, but I suspect it's not. But yeah, science, forensics, more investigation. The truth is out there somewhere.
I just knew you were going to wrap it that way. Nick Pope, thank you so much. It's good to talk to you again. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.